to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Demon Deacons will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds his back in the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to...
There he goes! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll operate out of split backs. Sends it back in motion. Maybe a double pass. Grab near the marker. It's Spillman. Wide open spaces. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might might be coming back. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. This time he's got it. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet. Taken out of bounds. After a good pickup there, they're in striking distance at the 37. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. They make the stop, but the sweet Bruin catch is plenty to give him a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
deemed it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Pulls it, fired complete. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Demon Deacons moving quickly to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give out of the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Gets it out quickly. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Looking downfield, it's Hope. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Caught in the backfield, it's Nicholson. The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
He'll sneak it. Sneak gets it done.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
To the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Yellow Jackets are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Release to the back. Found a seam. Breaks into the open. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting, and you could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Fakes the grab on the left. Oh, it's out. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Yellow Jackets are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The RPO, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Hope. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On third down, he drops the throw. Fires complete on the crosser. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Demon Deacons are in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it. First and 10 at the 42. Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Demon Deacons trying to cash it in on first and goal. From the gun. Grab behind the line. It's Nicholson. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to roll up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
That's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Arkansas needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Fayetteville behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Spits it out to the back. Right on the money. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you throw into running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he's got it! Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Complete on the comeback. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Hope. Throws to the tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
What a roller coaster on that play, Bomber. The defense gets the interception, and then he fumbles the ball trying to return it with a heads-up play to fall on the football, and in the end, create the turnover.
It's amazing, Dave.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it, and And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Spillman. Still running at the 40. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Nicholson. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hope. Throwing right. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here's the pressure. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. On the run, fires downfield. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able.
Lofts one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Hope. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And now on second down for this offense. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. They'll run the screen. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
They got a little bit, but they didn't get the first down, and you're obviously trying to get the first down, but you try to slip in those screens occasionally on 3rd down. I like when you slip them in there to try to make a big play, catch the defense maybe being a little aggressive.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll test the right side. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Right back to the well. Got the first down and more. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the ubiquitous bubble screen just floats backward for lost yardage.
You need better blocking downfield. I mean, these receivers got to understand, if you're going to play in this offense, it's not good enough just catching the ball. You've got to block.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Demon Deacons headed quickly to the line.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Hope. He's got his man.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's played. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got room on the return. Defense comes up with a play. They get the pick and take it back to the 20.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Got room to work. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he reels it in inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Yellow Jackets are flying down the field. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Makes the grab. It's Spillman. Takes it the other way. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Guard in the backfield. It's Nicholson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Looking to take a shot. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Intercepted for the 11th time. Bringing it 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Quarterback may change this route. They'll run him behind the big guys on the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a W.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week.
And that is such a costly turnover on special teams because they've got the lead. But with that giveaway now, they've completely opened the door for their opponent.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Quick release by the QB. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that's a good first down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the fourth quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions. You're not going to get many more, so they got to be smart with the football while still being aggressive.
Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
It's Hope. Shows him the stiff arm. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
You open a drive like that and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Lets it fly. And it's his 4th interception of the night. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The give to the tailback. Not a lot of room. It found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And with the lead in the fourth quarter, this offense has to run the ball. And it's not just going to be the tailback. That time they give it to the fullback. Don't be surprised if you see the quarterback, maybe even receivers running it here in the fourth quarter.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
When you're a defense and they run the triple option, it is exhausting. You literally have to make sure you focus on your guy. They did an unbelievable job taking away the options. Quarterback had nowhere to go with the football. They strung him out towards the sideline. Great positive play by this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Oh, a double pass. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Scanning the field, it's Hope. Looking to the big tight end. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ballgame in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Nicholson. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on first down. Now improvising. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Demon Deacons in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Hope. Just a short pass to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quick completion on the out. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacs.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice Nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He wants to throw it. The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the two-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. After the stumble earlier this year, a